Welcome to 6'5 Guys Gear Update. I'm Steve Lawrence.
And I'm Ed Mobley.
For this week, we have a new product from JC Steel Targets, the JC Hook Target Hanger. So this is a pretty innovative piece of gear. A couple of things to note about these. One is this is compatible with any of their hanging targets. Basically just slide right over this hook. About the hanger itself, this is made out of premium AR 500 steel. So it can take a beating. It's going to last almost a lifetime. You'll probably replace the target before you'll actually replace the hanger itself. Now, why is it called the JC Hook Target Hanger? You'll notice here, just the design, the hook is the J. The C itself really has no functional purpose. It's really meant as some branding.
Oh, I would debate that. And we're going to show the users how functional. I mean, that is not a shameless bit of marketing on the part of JC Steel. I'm going to show you that every part of his design is meticulously calculated, and there's utility in every aspect.
Good point, Ed.
Yes.
All right, well, with that, the target itself comes with everything you see here, and Ed is going to use a wrench or socket wrench and his mechanical skills to demonstrate how this goes together.
And so this is what you receive. Of course, the wrench is not included. And so to assemble it is quite easy. You take this section right here and you insert the bolts through the holes right here. This almost reminds me of the Jewel Trigger video. I was just trying to be clever instead of inserting that in each of the holes. But
I noticed the plate has square holes and the bolts are square, so they won't twist, right?
Absolutely. And then you lower the other part of the target here. And then these are nylon lock nuts. So you put them on here. And then, assuming you can put them on, okay, then what you do is, this again is where the fact that these lock right in here is very handy. You simply tighten these until approximately 2 threads show beyond.
Looks about right.
Yeah. So again, very, very, very quick setup.
Now, we've put together target hangers before, particularly the kind with the conveyor belt.
Right.
And those are a lot more laborious.
Oh yeah.
These go together quite quickly.
Oh no, I mean you could probably give this to somebody who's never used a tool before and get them to assemble it. Of course, if you look at me fumbling here on camera, you question whether I've ever used a tool before.
One thing I love about the hanging targets that actually hook off these target hangers, they have a much more distinct ringing sound versus the ones that bolt down. Just because that steel will vibrate much more freely just by hanging versus being bolted onto a target hanger.
Beautiful. And so let's just show. And actually, you know, I was not kidding around. This, as I just naturally place it on the T-post, which we'll demonstrate, this does right here, that's just naturally how you'd want to grip it. And
they're like grab handles.
Yeah, they're like, because otherwise, I mean, let's say there's a target on here and for whatever reason, maybe you want to put it on a higher T-post. It just makes it a lot easier to grab.
So we actually have a T-post here.
We do, and I think what's notable about this T-post is that it's been pounded. It's been pounded and tweaked. And
here, I'm going to get a close-up of this just so you guys can get a sense of what it is we're talking about. So you can see, and this is very typical. This is not something that we set up for this video. This is one of our T-posts we use for practice, and they take a pounding and these things actually get bent.
Now, what you'll notice here is I assembled this incorrectly because the slots don't line up. But through the miracle of video, we have our backup right here. So had you assembled it correctly, it's going to look like this, where you can actually see through the slots. And then you just place it right here on the T-post. And again, you'll see that just the way that it's cut out here, it will just accommodate just a...
I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way as
yeah,
well.
just a really tweaked up T-post.
Yeah. Now,
And again, this is just a very natural way, because you know, if you did it like this, you know, it kind of, you know, it would actually pinch down, but because the C is just on this same plate right here, you know, clever marketing that is functional. I like that.
Well, the other benefit I like of this design is you'll notice that it keys off of the post itself.
Yes.
Whereas in other target hanging systems, they can twist back and forth, and a lot of times you're not sure when you walk away if that target's going to be square to the shooter.
Right.
Whereas with this system, as long as this fence post is patterned into the ground and it's pointed to the shooting position, your target will be square to it.
Now, some people might say, well, how often do you drive a T-post where it's like absolutely perfectly turning toward the shooter? But because of the patent pending handles, this is also a post tuning system right here, because you can actually, you know, just tweak that post just right so that it's and you know, I'm doing this a little tongue in cheek, but this is actually some serious utility of just you know, being able to kind of grip it like this, because sometimes you just want to, you know, tweak a post just right. So even if I weren't to hang a target on this, this is just kind of a useful tool to just, you know, tweak your T-post.
Now I do have we can demo a target if you actually go in. My targets are in that blue crate right there. Let's pull that one out. So we'll show the completed package here. So again,
in other words, you don't want me assembling these.
Okay, and the target slides right on there. Yep. Perfect.
I mean, you can call the kids into dinner. All right.
You guys get the idea.
All right, I need to back off on the meds. Okay. So, and what are these retail for?
You know, I'll have to consult the website.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you guys
put the link.
Check them out on jcsteeltargets.com. These, again, are the JC Hook target hangers.
Well, folks, we trust you found this useful. Remember, life's an adventure.
Stay on target.